Emotional intelligence enables the recognition and regulation of one's own emotions and the emotions of others without suppressing their nature, whereas the placebo operates as a psychobiological mechanism functioning at a subconscious level, capable of altering even the body's physical parameters. A case example: a woman was critically ill. She was diagnosed with cancer, inoperable, and given several months to live, about 4. She was around 50 years old, still relatively young, with plans for her life, but her future collapsed into a horizon of just a few months. Up until 50, she had neither a family nor professional success. She was repeatedly demoted. She studied extensively, worked hard, and was highly responsible. Yet others were promoted while she was reassigned, transferred to warehouses with enormous responsibility and no prospects. Men left her. She never married and never built a family. She lived correctly, attended church, avoided conflict, accepted everything with humility, and believed that one day there would be a reward. But everything fell apart in her hands, while others had it all. When she learned about her diagnosis and that she had only months left, she first fell into depression. Fear quickly turned into hatred and rage. The church irritated her because God seemed unfair, giving everything to some and nothing to her. She realized that everything she had hoped for had ceased to exist, and she supposedly took her life into her own hands. She went to confide in a friend, a former classmate, the only person she felt she could turn to. The friend met her at the doorstep and told her it was her own fault, that she had always been a doormat, someone people used, unlike herself, who had a happy life, a new house, her husband's promotion, an adult daughter, and grandchildren. She was not invited inside. Instead of support, she was shown a fully realized life. The woman left devastated. She walked home for 2 hours, feeling hatred toward her friend, toward people, toward all living things rising inside her. And it was precisely hatred that numbed the pain. When she tried to pray at home, her pain intensified. When she became angry, the pain subsided. Her religion did not permit holding on to hatred. Yet now, even the pastor would not listen to her. She went to him, but he politely declined. He had guests, plans, and was leaving for several days. Come back in a week. No compassion, no time. Despite her saying she would be dead in a few months, she began to hate everyone. Rage boiled within her, and rage dulled the pain. She picked up a knife and felt relief. She cannot explain why she took it, but she felt immense strength, not merely an emotion, but a state, a dark exhilaration, even a sense of power. For the first time, she felt she was no longer a victim of circumstances, no longer the object of other people's decisions. She went to her friend's house. She waited until dark, stood behind a small hill overlooking the yard. When her friend came out toward the pool, she approached and delivered a single strike. Her friend fell. The woman did not look back. She felt not joy, but a sense of power and superiority, as if she had taken away someone else's future. In that moment, she understood what power was. After her friend, the next was the pastor. She entered, waited, and delivered a single strike at the base of the skull at a 45-degree angle. She said she did not know anatomy, but clearly understood where and how hard to strike. He collapsed without a sound. With each kicking, her sense of power intensified. After the pastor, the pain disappeared completely. Before that, it had begun to return intermittently. Her condition improved afterward. Despite the diagnosis, she quit her job and moved to another. She was hired into a responsible position, and her career advanced rapidly. She became the second-ranking executive in a company with revenues in the hundreds of millions, had a personal driver, and a beautiful home. She became known and wealthy within certain circles, a respected member of society. But beyond her friend and the pastor, dozens more people followed. Always one precise strike, no traces, professionally executed. Investigators searched for men, military personnel, doctors, but no one suspected her. The diagnosis, previously confirmed by extensive testing, stopped being confirmed. She underwent CT scans, MRIs, blood tests. Her health resembled that of a young, strong woman. Doctors suggested it might have been a mistake, although earlier everything had been documented and confirmed. She refused to visit physicians on principle because she was convinced she would die within months. Yet those few months became a horizon that kept receding as she moved toward it. For nearly 10 years, the disease did not manifest. The placebo or nocebo effect was operating. The body seemed to rewrite the script. Pain receded as hatred intensified. An internal state, power or helplessness, radically altered physiology. A few days before her 60th birthday, she was caught, only because of a mistake. The investigation lasted 4 years. While it was ongoing, she revisited crime scenes and gave detailed accounts. There was no cancer. But when she was finally isolated and imprisoned, stripped of her sense of control, within months, she died from the same diagnosis she had received 10 years earlier. An autopsy revealed cancer identical to the original findings. It is unfortunate that her case remained archived. Through her career, she interacted with powerful figures. Her status allowed proximity to high-level authority. As a result, society never learned this story. Yet her case is profoundly illustrative in many ways. Placebo, nocebo. It is neither good nor bad. It is a tool. Placebo exists between physics and chemistry. Her internal state influenced her organism at the level of processes before chemistry changed. It is a mechanism built into us, like the mechanism inside a watch that allows the hands to move both forward and backward.